We won! We did it! Woo!
What are you doing?
Partying.
Woo!
Oh.
Woo! Woo! What are we doing? We won!
No nipple policy.
Where are you going?
To party!
Woo!
We won the Battle of Chancellorsville!
Confederacy!
Woo, Lee!
Yeah.
As you can tell by the smile on my face and the celebrations that have taken place, we won the Battle of Chancellorsville. We finally defeated the Union Army, and I'm beaming with so much confidence that we'll take them down in our next battle, too. My plan is to do what we did at Antietam and head north. We're a little short on supplies, so we have to wait a while for our own crops to grow. So we're headed to Pennsylvania, specifically Harrisburg and Philadelphia, because they have quite an abundance of supplies that will serve as fuel for us. We're also headed there to protect Richmond, because I hear General Lee is leading his army there. We cannot have any more disruptions at Virginia either. I also hope with another victory against the North, we'll gain respect and acknowledgement from France and England, because if the South is ever going to be successful as an independent nation, we will need foreign support.
Chancellorsville was such a disappointment. Not only has it weakened the Union Army, it tainted my reputation. However, I have talked with President Lincoln, and he had a plan on intercepting the Confederates. You see, apparently General Lee left half his men at Fredericksburg and led his other half towards the north, most specifically the Potomac River. So the president thought that because their army is split in half, we can easily intercept and defeat them. Now I thought that we should advance towards Richmond, but Lincoln wants us to focus on Washington and Baltimore. I really don't know how things will go, but these are the president's plans, and he's the boss, so I'll make sure to follow with the plans. But we need to proceed with caution in order to be successful. Now we really have to do well in this battle. President Lincoln is counting on us to make this one a major victory. Got it, Pickett?
Yes, sir.
I feel like he's also starting to doubt my power as well.
Yes, sir, but before I forget, you have a message from Harper's Ferry.
Oh, this must be my reply for my request for more people. This is absurd. I need more soldiers. I need more troops. It's ridiculous. Here, write to them that I will resign if they don't send me more men. Make sure President Lincoln receives a copy. If they don't listen to me, they will listen to him.
Yes, sir. Well, I've just received note from General Hooker that he is resigning if he doesn't have any more troops on his army. Well, I think he's being a child, and I will not grant his wish for more soldiers. Because if under his command, all those soldiers will die. No, I'm just exaggerating. But I really do not like how slowly he is advancing. I have decided that I will accept his resignation. And in replacement of General Hooker, I will appoint General George Meade, as I think he will be an excellent leader for our Army of the Potomac. I think I have made a great decision. My name is General George Meade. President Lincoln didn't think that General Hooker was up to standards. And guess what? He thought correct. Thought I was better fit. And we will march and march and march until we get to the north and catch up to Lee's army. Now march! March! Straight line! We must continue up north, and we are going to catch up to the Confederates. And come on then, we are called the Army of the Potomac. We cannot be afraid to cross the Potomac River. We must almost remember to protect Washington, Baltimore, before Lee gets there. So, march. March. Go. One at a time. Move it.
Long Street is the story of how I became known as Light Horse Larry.
Amazing, sir. Well done, sir. I have also received news the Union Army is Pennsylvania.
Well, that's not good. How far are they?
Not too far, sir.
I see, so we're gonna have to change our plans then. Listen up, men. We're gonna have to go to Gettysburg to meet up with Meade and his men. Now let's march.
At 7:30 a.m., the first shots fired northwest of Gettysburg by Union Lieutenant Jones against Confederate A.P. Hill. At 10:30 a.m., Union General Reynolds and the Union troops arrive along the McPherson Ridge. A bullet through the base of his skull kills Reynolds. General Abner Doubleday takes command of the 1st Union Corps. One-legged Confederate General Richard Ewell's division arrives and engaged with the Union troops. At 4 p.m., Ewell's troops arrive on Harrisburg Road and cause the Union troops to prepare. This sets off a chain reaction down a 2-mile Union line. The Union troops retreat through town to Cemetery Hill and Culp's Hill. At 5 p.m., Confederates appear to have won, but to complete the job, Lee tells Ewell, whose 3rd Division is arriving, to attack Cemetery Hill, if practicable. Ewell decides against it and waits for reinforcements.
Lee's cavalry is 12 miles south, raiding supplies. The Confederates have no idea what the Union troops were up to. 4 p.m. After a long march to avoid observation, Longstreet's troops attack. Union General Warren spots them coming, and General Vincent leads his men into position on Little Round Top. The 20th Maine, commanded by Colonel Chamberlain, is positioned on the left side. 4 p.m. Over the next 3 hours, battle rages across the wheat field. The Confederates take Rose Farm, the Peach Orchard, the wheat field, Trossel Farm, and Devil's Den. Major General Sickles has his leg shut off, which he has preserved in formaldehyde. 7 p.m. In a desperate defensive position a little round up, Chamberlain gives the order, bayonet, and the Union men charge down the hill. Overnight, there is frequent firing between pickets. On the Confederate side, Pickett's division and Stuart's 3 cavalry brigades arrive. On the Union side, Major General Sedgwick's 6th Corps arrive. In Meade's headquarters, he takes a vote from his generals and decide to stay and fight.
So, gentlemen, do you think that we should continue fighting?
Fuck yeah! Serve the Union! America! The American Union!
4:30 a.m. Union troops renew the fight at Culp's Hill. Attacks and counterattacks continue for nearly 7 hours. 8:30 a.m. Fire between Confederate troops barricaded in town and the battle with Union troops on Cemetery Hill continues. 1 p.m. Stuart leads his Confederate cavalry around to confront the Union rear, including General Custer along Cemetery Ridge. 1:07 p.m. 2 cannon shots fire from Cemetery Ridge. It's a signal for Confederates to harden the attack near the now famous Corpse of Trees on Cemetery Ridge. The Union side retaliates. There are almost 2 hours of rapid fire from 250 cannons. Between 2 p.m. and 3 p.m. The Confederate batteries run low on ammunition. General Pickett asks Longstreet, "General, shall I advance?" and receives a nod to carry out the now famous Pickett's charge. We were winning the war before Gettysburg, and it changed the tide of the battle. We tried to invade the North, but we failed miserably. If we won, we could have won the war. This loss for the South was extremely demoralizing and crushing. When the battle was finally finished, 50,000 Americans had died. And Pickett's charge was repulsed by the North, and resulted in heavy losses. I feel like I've disappointed the South. I don't know if we can ever bounce back from this.
About 51,112 soldiers died during the battle at Gettysburg. 3,903 Confederates and 3,155 were from the Union. I have been asked by Attorney David Wills to present a speech at Gettysburg. He has put hard work into not only preserving the battlefield, but also properly burying those who died on that battlefield. It will be a national cemetery serving as a memory for our future generations. I have written a few words to say that I hope will inspire the American people, and I hope they understand the reason for this Civil War. 407 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. Now, we are engaged in a great civil war, testing whether that nation or any nation so conceived and so dedicated can long endure. We are met on a great battlefield of that war. We have come to dedicate a portion of that field as a final resting place for those who here have gave their lives. It is altogether fitting and proper that we should do this. But in a larger sense, we cannot dedicate, we cannot consecrate, we cannot hallow this ground. The brave men, living and dead, who struggled here have consecrated it, far above our poor power to add or detract. The world will little note nor long remember that we stay here, but it can never forget what they did here. It is for us, the living, rather to be dedicated here to the unfinished work which they who fought here have thus far so nobly advanced. It is rather for us to be here dedicated to the great task remaining before us, that from this honored dead we take increased devotion to that cause for which they gave the last full measure of devotion. That we here highly resolve that these dead shall not have died in vain. That this nation, under God, shall have a new birth of freedom, and that government, of the people, by the people, and for the people, shall not perish from the earth.
All right, go.
Die, you damn Yankee! Black, 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 black. Die, you Yankee! Oh no!
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
My skull.
No.
You teabag me?
There's not gonna open it.
No face throw. You're a sexy person. Oh, that guy just stroked me. It's perfect. Yeah, I know.
My name is General George Meade. I'm your new general. Oh wait, this isn't it. This isn't the interview.
Oh, yes! Yes!
Still recording? But
So